Me and my good partner are going to present a project named as Discovering Johnson's Algorithm Through Problem Posing. But before we tell you what Johnson's algorithm is, let's take a brief review of why shortest paths are needed. These are needed because they are required in a variety of domains, varying from simple postman to high-tech courier services, air companies, GPRS, GIS, internet, so on and so forth. But why time complexity is important when calculating shortest path? Because when it comes to sparse graph, considering internet as a connected graph and internet traffic routing is an absolute implementation of graph theory. So we need more and more faster algorithms to update the routing tables and take routing decisions in real time. Also considering scenarios like rescue 1112, where the need for making quick and faster decisions become more and more critical. This table lists single source and all pair shortest path, naming Dijkstra, Bellman-Ford, slow all pair, faster all pair, and Fluid-Warshall, along with their time complexities. These time complexities represent a graph, are for a graph that consists of p vertices in q edges. However, we cannot calculate shortest path if there is negative weight cycle in the graph. Considering Dijkstra, which time complexity is p square, and with improved data structure, it turns out to be t log p plus q. So, what about if we apply Dijkstra p times? So the resulting time complexity will be much less than that of Fluid-Warshall, and we get all pair shortest paths. While considering the improved time complexity of Dijkstra, there is a problem with Dijkstra's algorithm, that it doesn't give correct results if graph contain negative weights. But there is another algorithm, that is Bellman-Ford. The good thing about Bellman-Ford is that it works with negative weights, but the bad thing about Bellman-Ford is that the time complexity is worse than Fluid-Warshall or the other all pair shortest path algorithm. So the problem, what is the problem? The problem is that to convert negative weights into positive. Is there a way to convert negative weights into positive? The first thing that comes into students' mind is that adding the smallest negative weight would solve the problem of negative weight. But this strategy doesn't work and creates some issues. Let's see how. Here is a graph containing different vertices and one negative weight, that is from C to T. The shortest path from S to T is -3. You can observe easily. Now if we add 10 to all the edge weights, the new graph will be this. Can we observe any issues in this new graph? Yes. The path has been changed. Now the path is from S to A to T with the total weight is equal to 22. So what are the objectives that we want to achieve? The relative distances should not change while converting negative weights into positive. There is an algorithm that is called Johnson's algorithm. Johnson's algorithm works with negative weights, but it converts negative weights into positive and then uses Dijkstra's algorithm to find the shortest path, all pair shortest path. It actually used Bellman-Ford to detect negative weight cycle in the graph. If it contains, then it simply terminates. Then it used the negative weight, then it used the Bellman-Ford results to convert the negative weights into positive by using an innovation. We will see later what that innovation is. So the problem of learning in the negative weight cycle is that the students perceive the problems of making negative weights into positive as a scaling problem. That is, if we add the least smallest negative weight to all the edge weights, it simply will convert all the edge weights into positive. But we have seen that it doesn't work.
and it will change the relative path of the graph. A few of them recognized that this solution would change the shortest path, the concept of relativity, but could not go farther, that they could not find any other solution to make the edge weights to positive so that the relative distances should not change.
So the things to be identified by an instructor are what concepts have not been there, what links have been broken, what schemas should be activated that were not, what clues can lead them to discover the innovation in Johnson's algorithm.